Welcome back to 10 Foot Customs. It is 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday, and I am heading to Home Depot to go rent a mini backhoe so that we can dig out the floor on the shop, get all the rest of the dirt down to the level we need to get it to. And as you saw in the opening clip, I had 20 tons of gravel delivered yesterday, and we're going to try to get down our gravel base so that within the next couple of weeks, maybe a month, we can get concrete, or start to get the concrete poured. So Home Depot does not allow reservations on what they consider their large equipment because I guess they don't own it. It's a third party, which is fine, but it does mean that it's first come, first serve, and Home Depot opens at 6 in the morning. So I have to be there at 6 in the morning to make sure that I am the first one there to get the backhoe. So that is where we're headed off to, and it's just going to make it a long day. So let's get to it. It is now 6:30. The sun is starting to come up, and we are towing the John Deere mini backhoe behind us. I'll be able to get home, and I don't want to start digging till like 8 o'clock. I don't want to, anger the neighbors. No reason to. So we'll get home, get some breakfast, and start digging. And hopefully we can use the front bucket to dig, maybe. That's kind of why I went with the backhoe. I could have gotten a skid steer, but the clay is so compact that I'm thinking it might just be easier to take the backhoe and break it up and then come in and scoop it. But we're going to attempt to scoop it first, because if we can scoop it with the front bucket, it'll make a much smoother, flatter surface. But this machine will give me both options, so we'll see what we do. It's a little bit later in the morning now, to a time where I feel that I can run the machine without angering anybody, so we're going to do that. There has been a couple of things I have done in the shop that I haven't recorded, so we've been making progress even though it hasn't been on camera. I spent yesterday getting as much out of the shop as possible. We still gotta get the Furo out and get just some minor odds and ends just picked up. I'm not gonna even worry about digging over here where the scaffold or the pallet racking is. I can hand dig that later. We're not even gonna be pouring the concrete on that side first. We're only gonna be doing up to here for the first pour. So once that's poured and done, cured, I can move that. Well, focus. I can move that over there, and then hand dig that and just put the gravel in. But what we have done is all of the electrical is finished in here. So we have, this is wired on a circuit. This wall goes up into this tube and is this outlet, and that's the beginning of the run there. So that's all on a circuit. And then we have these wires go this way. And only thing I have finished now is get the cover plates. I bought cover plates, bought the wrong size cover plates for that one, and that one. So these are the outside lights. Right there. And this one here, and then those are the two front lights are on a motion sensor, and the side light is on the dusk till dawn sensor. And then the other circuit for the electrical starts on this wall, runs all the way along here, and that's the start of that run for the electrical on that one. Goes up and over the door. So yeah, we have made progress. I also did this over here. I finished up this step area, which made it a little bit nicer. Cleaned it up, got the weeds out of there. There will hopefully eventually be a fuel pump that goes here, and then I'm going to have a fire hydrant that's going to go here, non-functional obviously, but a fire hydrant that's going to go here and kind of break up this wall. I may put a couple of signs up here again just to break up how big this wall is. So, but yeah, tractor's over there. I'm gonna get it unloaded. This should be more than what we need, I'm hoping. I mean, it's not a huge scoop bucket, but it's gonna be enough to save us a ton of back-breaking work with wheelbarrows. So let me get this unloaded, and I'll get this out of the way so we can get the Fiero out, and we're gonna start digging. We're in here digging away. I think I'm making some progress back here. I'll get some more video here shortly. I think this is still high right in this area here, but that's low. I've got to run a string line from the top of the concrete there to the top of the concrete over here, and then we have to be between 9 and 10 inches below the top of the concrete of the footer. But like I said, I know I'm low here because my footer board was 12 inches. So this is 12 inches below this. So I know I'm low. I got to bring in a couple inches of dirt through here. A little extra gravel, if that's what it is, it's fine. Again, I think I'm low there. I might be good there. I think this is high. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the backhoe part of the tractor, scratching at it, and then scooping it out and then back dragging. And it seems to be doing something, but we're gonna take some measurements here in a second. took a quick lunch break, and about from that doorway over, it's pretty much 9-10 inches. A couple spots are lower, like I took a divot out there. It's actually very hard to dig this smooth. There's a couple low spots, about 11 inches, but it's fine. It'll pack in, and the gravel will fill those spots. Like this spot, there's low. I'd rather have them low than high, but everything else is about no more than 9 inches, which is not too bad. I said we're about to the doorway, about to where this last divot is, that we'll start bringing gravel in here, and then we can start working. It's almost about half. Up to this doorway is 29 feet. The garage is 65 feet. So we're almost halfway. We've been working on here for about 5 hours. But we've got the machine. We'll run it till about 10 o'clock tonight if we have to. But worst case scenario is we're going to just start piling all the gravel here. And that way, even if, we have to return the machine, at least all the gravel's inside. So that's what we're going to be working on. Hi, Katie. And Katie's going to start bringing gravel in. Just keep doing that. I will start spreading gravel out. We'll get this down to 6 inches below the concrete wall. And then there are 4 inches of concrete. Will bring me 2 inches down on that wall, which is where I want to be. We've almost got this part graveled in, which looks amazing. I'm so happy with this. I've never seen this floor so smooth, and being able to, like, in theory, use it to the corners completely. That looks awesome. Katie is killing it out here on the tractor. Took her a little while to get used to it, but she's never driven a tractor like this before. There she goes. It's moving. It's moving. There it is. There's the full load. Look at that. Like a pro. It is 6:30 and we are still digging and moving gravel. We got a good portion of this part's done till you can see where we're not done yet, but we're still working on that part. And Katie is still bringing gravel in. So we still have to dig from about that line, actually about this line. That way it's about 15 feet more that way. I'm not gonna worry about this right now just because of my pallet racking. I'll worry about that once we have concrete in the back. But I got about 15 more feet to dig, 15 by 10 or so. Where are you going? This way. You know, see, about 15 by 10 supposed to be dug. Whoa, that was close. Turn the wheel the other way. Now back up a little bit. Right there. other than almost hitting the building a few times, Katie has been doing a fantastic job on the backhoe, the mini backhoe. So I'm gonna get back to raking so that our next stop is gonna be about this pole. We'll go straight across here, and then I can come in here and backhoe this up again, and it's the best if I break it up with the backhoe, and then come in here and scoop it out. It just seems to work the best. Again, that edge is already where it needs to be, at least. It's probably a little low. So honestly, I've only got to go from about here. It's probably, I know that's an 8-foot door, 12 feet maybe. So hopefully we get that done, and then I actually don't even know how much gravel we have left. I don't think we're gonna have enough, but let's take a look. Just make a rut here, try to fill it in. Oh, we're gonna be close. We're gonna be really close. I will check back in with you when we get to the next step. It is time to pack it in for the evening. We got 90% of the gravel moved in here. Not completely spread out because, well, I'll show you why. So we still have to dig this section underneath. Again, I'm not worried about this, but from about here over I have to dig, and then this area here has to be dug out. You can see that's where I put the backhoe. But this has to go back tomorrow morning. I only had it for 24 hours, so I'll just have to dig that little piece by hand, and it's really not a big deal. I think we have enough gravel between the pile that this thing is sitting on, if you can see there, and this pile that we have here. And I've got probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 more wheelbarrows out on the road that are all, you know, I have to sweep and shovel up into a wheelbarrow. I think I have enough to finish this area out, which would be great. Other than that, this is done. It is all done to which should be the correct depth. I'll have to run a tamper over it, which I don't have yet. I'm going to probably rent one or borrow a tamper, tamp all the gravel down, get it all smooth. It's kind of weird though, we were talking about it. No, a couple things. One, it makes the garage look bigger again, being all this nice flat surface makes the garage look bigger, and it's taken the echo down. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look back at other episodes where I've been in here, it's very echoey, and it's really knocked down the echo. So yeah, didn't finish it, but even finishing it would have just been gravel up to the doorway. That's about all it was going to be. But that's a huge step forward to getting the next step, which is going to be getting concrete, which hopefully, a couple pays, we can save up some money and do the back half of the shop, which I will show you what that plan is. So I think I mentioned this before, but the plan is to go from there straight across to this back, I think it's 29 feet, and do this section in concrete, get it to cure, then I can move my pallet racking to the back and finish out the gravel and stuff over there, and then there will just be an expansion joint here, and then we'll pour the rest of the building. So yeah, it's going to be a couple more episodes on this before we completely finish it. But this looks, I mean, this is the first, it looks amazing. I can't believe how good it looks just with having gravel in here. It just totally opened up the space again, and again it took down a lot of the echo, which is weird. So yeah. So with that, we will end this episode. Again, it's not a completed episode, but it honestly is not far off from being a complete episode. You just have a little bit more gravel to the doorway, but it did get late, and I don't like running the machine or anything like that really loud late, because again, I'm not trying to anger my neighbors, and some of them are already unhappy about how big this building is, so The more I can make them happy, the better I am. So we cut the machine off about 9 o'clock. And again, I'll just hand dig that little bit up the front. Shouldn't take me too long. Hand dig it, wheelbarrow it out of here. And I can actually get it, like, some of these spots dug pretty deep. So it'd be easy just to make it what it's supposed to be. Rake the rest of the gravel out and be done. So with that, we'll end this episode. And I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a great week.